Welcome to The Explainer. For 2025, we're not just talking about small upgrades anymore. No, this is about a fundamental rewrite of reality itself. Everything from our own biology to what it even means to be intelligent. So let's just dive right in and break down what that really means.
Let's start here, because this quote just nails that feeling we all have right now. The speed of change. It's not just fast anymore, it's completely off the charts. It's exponential. Think about it. A brand new AI model drops in the morning, and by the time you're heading home, another one has already blown it out of the water, and it's probably using less power to do it. This isn't a yearly thing anymore. It's literally happening by the hour.
Okay, so what does that speed mean for us? Well, it means we have just blown right past simple innovation. We are absolutely in a new era, an era of foundational change, where technology is actually redrawing the lines of our physical world, even our biological.
So look, instead of throwing a giant list of trends at you, we're going to zero in on three really powerful areas. Three domains where you can see these rules being completely rewritten as we speak. Life itself, the nature of intelligence, and, maybe surprisingly, the very energy that powers our whole world.
All right, first up, let's talk about how we're rewriting life itself. For forever, really, medicine has been all about discovering things, finding cures. But now it's all about design.
And this is the core shift right here. We're moving from discovery to design. So instead of, just sifting through nature, hoping to stumble upon a cure, we can now engineer therapies from the ground up, right from the molecular level. We've got AI platforms that can literally design brand new proteins, things that have never existed in nature before. They're like custom-built tools to fight specific diseases. And this is just crushing development timelines. We're talking about going from decades down to months. It's incredible.
And just so we're clear, this is not a what-if scenario. This isn't theoretical. It's happening right now. The very first CRISPR-based gene therapies, they're approved. They're being used. What does that mean? It means we are officially editing the source code of human life. We can now go in and fix genetic diseases that, until now, have been a life sentence. We are literally rewriting biology.
Okay, so that's biology, but we're not stopping there. Next up, we're rewriting the very definition of intelligence itself. And this is a really important point. This is where AI stops being just a handy tool and starts becoming an actor on the world stage.
This is where we get to something called agentic AI. And you're going to hear this term a lot. It's a huge shift from passive to active. So think about it like this. Up until now, AI has basically been a super smart assistant, right? It's brilliant, but it waits for us to give it a command. Agentic AI? Totally different. It doesn't wait. It can spot a problem on its own, set its own goals to fix it, and then actually execute a plan to get it done, all by itself, autonomously. And this new kind of intelligence, it's not staying locked up in a computer. It's already breaking out into the physical world. And this number, this 60% jump in robotic autonomy, is proof. It's a direct result of this. Agentic AI is basically the brain that lets robots leave the clean, predictable factory floor and operate out here in our messy, unpredictable world. They can see opportunities and act on them, all without a human telling them what to do. They're becoming thinking machines that can actually do things.
When you rewrite the rules in one area, it always creates these unexpected ripples somewhere else. And the rise of these thinking machines? Well, it's creating this absolutely enormous new demand for something else, energy. And that's leading to a really surprising and, frankly, critical new power play.
So this whole chain reaction kicks off with a pretty simple problem, actually. All this incredible AI we're building, it's unbelievably power-hungry. So much so that it's creating a full-blown energy crisis for the tech industry. So what's the solution? Well, in a twist that I don't think anyone saw coming, giants like Microsoft and Amazon are now fueling a nuclear renaissance. Yeah, you heard that right. They're buying up data centers and building them right next to nuclear power plants, just so they can get all the massive, constant, carbon-free power they need.
Okay, so we've seen these incredible, rule-breaking examples, rewriting biology, redefining intelligence, even shaking up our energy systems. So the big question is, what does this all mean for us? What happens when the rulebook we've always used just doesn't apply anymore?
Well, the consequences of this big reshuffle they're profound, they're huge. We're looking at a world where all the old structures are starting to crack and break down. You've got tech rivals who are now forced to become partners just because they need to share the insane cost of infrastructure. You have entire careers, whole skill sets that could be made obsolete practically overnight. All of this creates a completely new landscape of risk, and it forces us to ask some really tough fundamental questions about control, about bias, and about who is actually setting the agenda in this new world.
And that right there brings us to the most important takeaway of all. Technology is moving at a speed that is rewriting the foundational rules of our society, our economy, and, let's be honest, even what it means to be human. So the single most important question we have to grapple with is this. As the rulebook of our world is being rewritten, who gets to hold the pen?